Hey guys, another little bike I got here. This Old Collector's Dr. Pepper bike. I got it because I thought it was really cool looking and I had never seen one before, and I thought, it looks like it's in pretty clean, pretty good shape. So I went ahead and got it. And I did a trade for it. I traded a complete finished bike for this one and a few others. But as I'm digging into this thing, I don't even really know who makes it. There is a serial number on the frame that I could probably look up. But there's no branding or information about the actual manufacturer of the bike. It's just branded Dr. Pepper all over the place. And from what I can gather, these were, I don't know if they were sold or if they were given away as promotional items from Dr. Pepper, but you could buy these and assemble them yourself. I have no idea where they originally came from. But this bike here is a total piece of crap. The frame is made out of steel, and you can see it's a full suspension frame, so you can imagine it's about a 30-pound bike. It's not light at all. I found here, I could barely spin the wheel, and that's why it's been damaged right here. The derailleur is this cheap Epoch 6-speed derailleur, and these horrible shifters. There's no tension on this cable right now, and I can barely turn this thing at all. So those shifters are junk. They gotta go. I've never even heard of that brand before. So they're gonna get upgraded to Shimano's or SRAM's, whatever I can get a hold of. This fork is in absolute atrocious condition. The dust boots are gone on it. It's missing one of the caps right here, so all kinds of water and moisture has been inside of there. I don't even know if this thing, it kind of works, but that fork either needs to be rebuilt or replaced. I'm thinking I don't want to replace it because it's part of the original equipment, but on the other hand, it's a piece of crap. Definitely not a high quality bike, so I'm gonna make it a little higher quality than what it was. Yeah, this one's gonna be kind of a money pit, I think. Hey guys, there's not much battery left on this camera, so this is gonna be pretty short, but there's just freaking bikes everywhere now. Look at this. This is insane. I must have like 80 or 90 or 100 bikes now. There's more just everywhere now. So tonight's the big night. I'm writing these guys a check. Even though I don't have the money in there today, it's already past 5. And I'll have it in there first thing in the morning. And so, what the hell? Oh, crap. My truck seems to be stuck in 4-wheel drive. That's besides the point. I'm gonna go and get my building here. I've got the check. I've got a pen to sign the lease. Even though I already signed it, it was a really bad copy. We want to sign it again. It's, as you can tell, today is the 5th, not the 1st. So they didn't want me to take the building until I paid, which is totally fair. And I told them, like, look, the funds aren't going to be here for about a week. And so, they were going to let me have it for, $500 or whatever. But they're like, no, let's just wait. So I think that's cool. And so I've been patient, and I'm headed down there now to take care of that. Here we go. So I've got my check. Okay, I've already written the check out, signed it. $1,000 every month from here until I close. Which I hope isn't for a long time. I'm 39 now. I hope to be still running this shop when I turn 60. And maybe that's when I'll turn it over to somebody else, or I don't know. I just hope it's still there. I hope it's still going in whatever form it manifests into in the future. I only pray that it's for good, ultimately, that it just becomes a good thing. That's kind of what has started this. I started giving away bikes. People saw that it was a good thing, and I got a lot of attention because of it. People started asking me,
you know, do you do repairs? Do you sell bikes? And I've sold a couple bikes, and I've repaired a couple bikes. And now I'm going to open shop and do rentals, repairs, and sales. And it's going to be awesome. It's going to be awesome. There's a lot of people that are excited about it, and a lot of people involved now. You know, I got to say thank you to my parents who are, you know, jumping in with me, you know, both feet first, and supporting my dreams, and, you know, covering a lot of the startup costs that I'm going to incur. I'm still going to have to work extremely hard. I'm going to have to find additional sources of funding if I want to get a fleet of, like, say, really nice Yeti or Alchemy bikes. Like, if I want to get a fleet of Alchemy bikes, that's a minimum order of 35 grand right there. So, you know, that's got to be sales driven first. I can't just jump in there and buy $35,000 worth of bikes that I'm going to have to sell later. That wouldn't be a very good idea. But once I have the rental program up and running and I've got a system worked out, then it makes sense to start getting those bikes in one at a time. So unfortunately, I probably won't get brand new Yeti bikes because they want minimum orders that are probably too high for me to make sense of. But there's other kick-ass bicycle companies out there here in Colorado that manufacture some of the world's best mountain bikes, and I'd like to get my hands on a few of those and offer those to the general public as rentals, so people can go thrash the trails and the single track out here in Delta County, western Colorado. And that's what we're all about. So I'm gonna get over there. They might be waiting for me at the shop. It takes me about 10 minutes to get there from my house, and I'm sure the battery's about to die on this anyway, so we'll catch you guys later. Peace. Hey guys, now that I got a battery in this camera that's charged, and I have a little time now, kind of fill you in here. I did get the keys. I haven't done anything to the building except move a couple loads of equipment in there and stuff to paint the walls. I think that's going to be my first step, is to paint the walls. I'll show you guys why when I go there. I'll show you what color they are now, and you'll see why they need to be repainted. So but there's all these other distractions. It's not happening as fast as I'd like it to, so my grand opening probably won't be as extravagant as I would like it to be, but I still want to have it on time on April 4th. Just seems like a good day. It's about 30 days after I actually took the building, and so that's kind of what my plan is, ready or not, basically. I got to have all my ducks in a row, which the only one I really need to get now is just insurance. And also some distributors would be nice too. Otherwise I'll just buy stuff on eBay and go to swap meets and flea markets and auctions and stuff like that to acquire bike parts. Hey guys, crazy times, huh? Yepper. Well, up here in the mountains things are kind of tense, but it's not quite like it is out in some of the places in this country. I'm over here at my bike shop right now, and I've been setting things up in here. I guess the timing is good because nobody's here but me, and I'm just here setting up. I will be for the next few weeks until I actually open the shop, and I'm hoping that nothing crazy is going to prevent me from doing that. I'm just moving forward, getting this done, staying positive, staying healthy, staying fit, and keeping a positive mental attitude most of all. I think that's really important during these times, is to feel good, is to know, like, you know, despite changes, despite outside uncontrollable circumstances, you still have the choice to react positively. That's the choice that we all have. And so I would encourage each of you to do that. So check out my shop. Just moving a desk in today. You know, my mom gave me a desk, so I'm gonna go ahead and use it. Boy, come on. There we are. All right, here we are. So this is it. Still got a lot of work to do. We've got some painting to do. Got some tires hanging on the wall here. That's where I'm gonna put them. I see I'm gonna need more places to hang tires though. Some of them have a lot of used tires. A lot of bikes that get donated to me, that's one of the things I salvage from them is the tires, if they're any good. About half the time they're crap. Like take this bike for example, this is an old school bike. This is like an art bike right here, basically. New paint. I don't know, it kind of looks cool the way that it is even, you know, you could actually just kind of repurpose it as it is, even with the weeds inside of the wheel and everything like that. And I don't know, make some kind of sign out of it, or some kind of statue of something like that out of it. I don't know what you would do, but you could do some cool stuff like that. And let's see what else is going on here. Over here, we've got our wash station. This is where we'll have our bike wash station. This is a seriously crude version of it. I'm looking around for commercial sinks, but I found one that would actually work really nicely here, but they want $400, $450 for it, I think. And it's not quite as deep as this laundry sink, but it's stainless steel and there's 2 bays. And it's $450. Stainless steel is just expensive, especially for commercial stuff. But the other thing that threw me off about that is it didn't have any provisions for a faucet, so it would have to be a wall mount faucet, which I really don't want to do because I have to basically build like a false wall and run pipes and supply lines and things up through there, and I really didn't want to have to deal with that. So I've decided to go ahead and continue to use this sink. I am going to buy another faucet because that one only has cold water. The hot water line has a crack in it, so it leaks whenever there's hot water supplied to it. So I will have to change that, and what I'm going to probably do is take this whole area, I'll raise this up a couple inches so that it's better for me, because I'm basically tailoring this to my own body because I'll be the only one working here, at least at first. And we'll have the bike wash station here, and the parts that aren't the sink are going to have a tile counter and surround here, and I'll have to get some tile. Tile's fairly cheap. You can get cheap tile at Habitat or Construction Depot, some thrift stores like construction consignment stores, basically. And so in here I've got my shop kind of set up. It's coming together, still some work to do. I don't even know where all this crap is going to go finally, but I do have kind of a workspace here set up and I'm pretty stoked with it. Got all of my tools here and plenty of room for expansion of more tools and commonly used parts for repairs. That's what's going to go on these pegboards. I plan on getting a truing stand eventually, and I'm going to mount that to this table right here. Or I may mount it somewhat like right here, or maybe over here. This one I kind of put a carpet on so that I could flip bike frames and really nice bikes upside down and not have to mar any surfaces on them as I work on them, because some of these things are worth $5,000, and you know, people will really get upset if you scratch their bike while you're working on it. I would. So got it painted, I put some bricks in. They told me I had to have a brick and mortar shop, right? So here we are, we got our brick and mortar installed. It's fun painting that. In here we have our compressor closet. This compressor is not the quiet, it's not bad, but it isn't quiet. You can definitely, I'm sure, hear it next door in the barber shop, and it drowns out the music. And over here we've got a stereo. Get to that in a second. So what I'm going to have to do here is build out a little closet that will cover the air compressor, and I'll insulate it so that it has something to dampen the sound without blocking air, because I'll need to make sure it's ventilated still too, so it doesn't overheat. And in here it's going to be the like basically the painting area. There's a swamp cooler installed in the wall here, which I'm going to have taken out, and I'm going to install an exhaust fan in its place and have the paint booth set up in this corner. So at any time I need to detail a frame or components or parts or whatever, what have you, I can bring them in here and I'll have a station to take care of that. Right now it's just serving as bicycle storage. These are all bikes that basically I want to work on in the near future, get out into the shop. Some of them you've already seen in a few videos, like the Dr. Pepper bike. Actually, I don't know if I've uploaded that yet or not. But I've got a few things here, but there's a lot of work to do. This part of the shop is not a high priority for opening. My first priority for opening is basically getting the repair shop set up, which is almost there. I still need to get a few things, some tools that I don't have that are definitely going to be needed to be a pro. I've been doing this the hack job way all these years. Like when I true a wheel, I just true it in the bike. I eyeball it basically. And I know that's not the most precise way, but it works. It works. I mean, it makes the bike ride better. That's the whole point, right? So in this room, bicycle and parts storage. I might have a desk here. I think I'm about putting a desk right there, or maybe up against this corner here, because I'm gonna need a place where I can process paperwork and have my computer set up and the security system set up and all that good stuff. And I'm gonna have a bunch of shelves in here, and I will store parts that I do not want to have on the sales floor. There will be a service area and a sales area. So the sales area is going to be out here. This is all going to be full of bikes. So basically that will enter this spot. Once you enter this part right here, you're pretty much in the service area. This is going to be the wash area. What I think I put in here is a clothing rack and sell Cedar Edge swag, you know, Silent Custom Cyclery swag and t-shirts and cool stuff like that to support the tourism industry and the city of Cedar Edge. What else? It's pretty much all I got going on here. There's a laundry facility right next door, so there's on-demand hot water, which is super cool. And so today I'm just here to basically get things set up a little bit more and kind of organized a little bit. Maybe I'll do some painting. I'm not quite sure yet. Finish the paint job out there, you know, go around and cut all those edges. I might go through a bucket of paint and see how far I get. You know, put the face plates back on, see how they start to look. And maybe get that shelf over there with the towel rack on it and start organizing. Drag that thing actually in here and start loading it up with parts. And then I also want to get a bicycle on the work stand for this weekend. You know, pandemic or not, I'm still going to give a bike away this Saturday, come hell or high water. So that's what I'm going to do. Got a few of them on here. All these bikes are worth working on. Some of them I just picked up too. Gotten a few good donations lately of some classics, some good classic bikes that have stood the test of time, like Nishiki, Schwinn. What else? I got a Gary Fisher. I got an old Raleigh. A lot of these ones are superb bikes. So anyway, I'm going to sign out. You guys take care of yourselves. Stay warm. And peace out.